Hey everybody, it's Emily Hayes from Emily Hayes Homes in Keller Williams South Valley Realty. And I wanted to give you a little bit of information for our March update on what's going on with the housing market right now. The biggest thing I'm hearing or I'm getting asked from people is, are we in another bubble? Now, I remember getting the same question 3 years ago as home prices continue to rise. Now, there are some definite differences between the housing crisis in 2008 and what's going on right now. So back then, people were able to get loans that couldn't qualify for loans, really. In today's market, they could never qualify. They were called no income, no job loans, where basically you could just say what you made and they would underwrite it. And they were also doing a lot of things with subprime lending and basically lending to people that they couldn't afford it, and they were getting these low entry level rates or prices, and then they were balloon up after a certain amount of time. So that's what caused all those foreclosures. Nowadays, lending standards are still very, very strict, and it is not easy to get a loan. So the people that are actually qualifying or who are buying homes qualify for homes. So you may be wondering, if that's the case, then what is causing this housing shortage? Well, the biggest problem right now is builders are not building at the rate they used to. Specifically after the crash. After in 2008, 2009, 2010, people had gotten out of the building industry and went into different jobs. So those jobs just went away, and the builders went out of business. And so it took time to start building homes again. And there was a huge gap because during those years of need for homes, right? So now that shortage has caught up with us because people have moved back into the homes, or have bought all those homes now that were in foreclosure and everything before, but there was no new homes being built. So the increase in population in Utah, basically people don't have anywhere to live. And it is a really big problem right now. What I heard, and this is an anecdotal statistic, but Utah is bringing people in from out of state to work construction jobs. So what that's also doing is it's creating labor cost increases as well as material increases. So prices of building homes is going up as well. So everything is kind of bubbling up. Now, I hate to use the word bubbling because it seems like that means there's going to be a burst. So let me take that word out. I think things will settle down a little bit. As long as people keep moving into the state, as long as people keep having lots of kids and they grow up to become adults and want to stay in the state, Utah's going to continue to have a lot of growth. And so we do need to address this problem of affordable housing. Some of the things that I'd like to see, and now this is kind of going into a different realm, probably not of purchasing homes, but there are some options. I think what we need to do as individuals is talk to our local people, like our local legislators or our local mayors and different people in our towns, and talk to them about codes. Like, does code allow for them to build high density housing in our areas, which is something that is greatly needed for purchasing homes like condos and townhomes, as well as different things like creating accessory apartments, let's say putting a tiny home in your backyard, building a second home on your land to rent out, or creating more housing opportunities where we live. There is enough land, but we just need to use the land differently because times are changing and we are running out of land. We can't have these, half-acre lots anymore unless you want to pay for it. But most people are okay living in condos and townhomes. We just need to be able to have the zoning to allow for condos and townhomes. So that is the message I wanted to give today. If you know anyone that is curious about what's going on in the market, please pass this message along to them. I do not think it's a bubble. I don't like that prices have increased so quickly, but I do think that long term, even if there's a settling of prices as interest rates continue to rise, and they're definitely continuing to rise a little bit. I think they're about 4.5% now. that it will balance out who can afford a home or who can qualify, and that'll lower the pool. But that's not really what we want to see, because we want to see people getting into homes. So anyway, I will stop talking now, but I appreciate you guys. If you have questions, let me know. I'm Emily Hayes from Emily Hayes Homes. Hope you enjoy the newsletter, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye.